everyone, today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to Pretty Literate. This is a book box subscription service, which I just adore book boxes. So like I said, this is a monthly service. Their price, they have 3 different subscriptions. One is a book club subscription, which is basically just subscribing to their community, having access to their Facebook group and their book discussions and all that. You have exclusive access with that subscription. But if you want a little bit more, you add a little bit more money to that subscription, you can get the book box, which is the book for the month that they're discussing. These are classic books, right? And if you want a little bit more to your adventure, then you can get the gift box, which is access to the community, which the book box also gets, access to the community, the book, and some novel treasures. So some stuff that's curated to go along with the book for the month. All right, and you usually get a book plate and a note from the curator telling you why she picked that particular book for that month. Now, the price of the gift box, which is what this one is $35 a month, and that includes free shipping. And let me say, that's an awesome price, especially now with the way shipping is and inflation and all that. That's just a really good price. So, yeah, so that's kind of it. Now we're going to dive into it. This is the February 2023 selection. I have no clue what's in it, but I will say that I have been liking, one thing that I like about this service is that there's a lot of classic boxes, book boxes that are out there that have come and gone. And if you subscribe to any one of them or a number of them, as I was doing for a while, you tend to get the same classics. So I've been really pleased with this one because these classics that I've been getting are they're still classics, but are not the like normal ones, like not Little Women or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or Great Gatsby, or because those are the ones that you kind of get normally, right? The Jane Austen books and all that. So so you tend to get ones that are a little bit outside of the norm, which I love. Last month we got I Capture the Castle, which is, for me, I had never even heard of this classic, and it just was a weird one because I actually had gotten that one in my literary book club subscription. So that one was just funny and unusual because that's not a usual classic. So, but I just love this box. I love the price point. I love that well, you know what? I'm gushing before I get into it. So let's get into it and I'll tell you about my feelings about it afterwards. All right. So, now, if you subscribe to Pretty Literate's email, their newsletter, you can also have opportunities as a subscriber to get special boxes. There's actually one coming up in the month of February that is it's a blind date with the book box with the classic. I am getting that one, which I will unbox for you when I get it. And she did give you a clue as to what it might be. So that was really cool. But if you're a newsletter subscriber, you have access to those special boxes when they come out. All right. So I have a Welcome to February's monthly gift box. I'm not going to read over it too much because I want to go through the stuff first. So the first item I have is Happy Galentine's Day. I love the little twine. Okay. Ooh. Yum. Can't go wrong with chocolate. So we have fun-size M&Ms with the M&M characters. I love the M&M characters. Yellow is my favorite one. fun. All right, and then I have Addressed to Me. I'm not going to open that just yet because that one I'm going to save till the end so that we can see why Erica picked this particular book. So my book, which I'm going to pull out before I pull out the other item, is Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl by Harriet Jacobs. I am not familiar with that one at all. What is this one about? Okay, so this one says, in clear and unshrinking prose, Harriet Jacobs, writing under the pseudonym Linda Brent, relates the story of her girlhood and adolescence as a slave in North Carolina and her eventual escape. A Bildungsroman set, Bildungsroman, set in the complex terrain of a sexist, white supremacist society. Wow, what a mouthful. Resolutely addressing women readers rather than men, Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl seeks to make the reader understand how the threat of sexual violence shapes the lives of enslaved black women and children. Equally brave and searing, Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl is a triumph of American literature and the unflinching narrative that broke the silence on the psychosexual exploitation of black women. Interesting. Yeah, I had not heard about this. All right. So, and I've got my book plate. And this is appropriate because February is Black History Month, so that makes sense to me. All right, so the novel treasure we got, and I'm just going to double check. Yep, this is it, in a very nice little velvet bag. Is a chain. Okay, I'm going to open it up to see how long it is. Oh, that's a nice necklace. So that's really cool because I don't know if you can tell, but on the book, we've got a chain in the front there. There you have it. Okay. So now the box says on top there, what you hold in your hands is sort of a time capsule. Bits and pieces of the life of one young girl on her road to womanhood. Some of it is sweet. Other parts are difficult to digest, so kind of trigger warning. All of it is worth the read because while we have not, thankfully, been called to walk the road she has trod, in reading about her journey, we can gain courage for the difficult roads that lie ahead of us. Okay. So I've got a thank you. Oh, wow. There's a lot. Okay. It says it's Black History Month. There you go. Makes sense, right? I found a truly unique book for us to explore this month. Meet Harriet Jacobs. She was born into slavery in the Carolinas in the 1800s. Harriet's story is one of struggle, of perseverance, of hope. What makes it truly unique is that it is a slave narrative from the perspective of a woman, and that's a perspective each one of us can relate to. Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl is Harriet Jacobs' story of growing up within the abhorrent system of slavery without allowing her experiences within that system to break her. At times it can be read heavy, and I want it to be clear that there is sexual exploitation in this autobiographical slave narrative because the author sought to depict her life and experiences as honestly as possible without being overly graphic. There is beauty in her story too, and like so many who endure hardship, that beauty is magnified because of the struggle. Maybe you can relate. After much thought and consideration, I realized the novel treasure was staring at me every time I picked up the novel. The cover of our book is the inspiration for the chain because it so beautifully illustrates Jacob's story, from bondage to freedom. I hope that every time you reach for that chain, you will be reminded of Harriet's story and that it will serve as inspiration when you feel bound by your own invisible chains, whatever they may be. May we grow this month as we sit a little uncomfortably with Harriet listening to her story. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day from Erica. All right. So there we have it. So that is everything that I got in my February 2023 Pretty Literate book subscription box. If you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings. And as always, I love your comments. What'd you think of the selection this month? Have you read anything by Harry Jacobs or this book? Or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. So what do I think of this box? Well, this one's kind of going to be out of my comfort zone. I will admit that right off the bat. Because I don't read, this is more on a, sounds to me like it's not quite nonfiction, fiction, you know what I mean? It's not fiction necessarily. It's autobiographical. Let's just say I don't know how much of it would be fiction, and I consider a lot of classics the fictional ones. I don't read a lot of nonfiction to begin with, so I almost never read nonfiction classic books. So like I said, this is going to be a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm finding it very intriguing. And I do love the curation in this box, and I like that the books are very thoughtfully considered for, you know, what the curator wants to address or look at or say. This is apropos because it's Black History Month, so that just fits. And the curation of the chain is awesome, and you can't ever go wrong with chocolates. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.